Hello. Please listen to this with an open mind and heart. Drop all walls, defenses, barriers, and take a few minutes with me. And let me talk to you about the power of choice. Every single day, whether we realize it or not, we are choosing. We choose how to speak to others, how we respond to pain, and whether we heal or continue harming. We choose whether we allow fear to control us or whether we rise above it with awareness, compassion, courage, and love. Many people believe choice only exists in major life decisions. But the truth is, life itself is built upon small choices repeated over time. A thought becomes a habit, then that habit becomes behavior, and that behavior becomes your character. And your character helps shape the future of humanity itself. You have a choice. Not just politically, socially, and spiritually, but deeply, eternally, and personally. You have a choice in the kind of human being you decide to become every moment, not every day or every night, but every moment, from moment to moment, the now. In the present day, the world is moving very fast. Information travels instantly. Fear, division, and anger spread quickly. Many people are emotionally exhausted, spiritually disconnected, mentally overwhelmed, and uncertain about the future. Everywhere we look, we see conflict between nations, between races, between religions, between political beliefs, and even conflicts within family and friendships. But underneath it all is one central question, and it's a serious one. What are we choosing to become? Because humanity is not just shaped by leaders, governments, media, or systems. Humanity is shaped by billions of individual choices made every single day by ordinary people like you, like me. And this is where spiritual maturity begins. Spirituality is not simply rituals, words, symbols, or beliefs. True spirituality is awareness. Let me say that again. True spirituality is awareness. It is the willingness to honestly look within yourself and ask, am I contributing to healing or to division? Am I spreading understanding or ignorance? Am I operating from love or from fear? Am I allowing the negativity around me to shape my character? Or am I consciously choosing higher awareness despite the chaos around me? That level of honesty requires courage. Do you have that courage? I'm going to say yes. We all do. We just have to acknowledge it, claim it, own it. Because sometimes we can fool others, but we cannot truly fool ourselves. Deep within, we know when we are acting from bitterness. We know when our ego controls us. We know when prejudice has hardened our hearts. We know when we are avoiding accountability. We know when we are blaming the world while refusing to grow ourselves. All we have to do is look at the stuff that is feeding our minds and blocking our hearts. The social media madness, the mindless consumption we choose over taking the time for what is most important. Us, ourselves, creation as a whole, the I am. And this is not about shame. This is about awakening. The moment we become honestly aware of ourselves, transformation becomes possible because awareness changes everything. When you become aware of your thoughts, you begin choosing better thoughts. When you become aware of your anger, you stop allowing it to control your actions. When you become aware of your prejudices, you begin dismantling them. When you become aware of the pain in others, compassion naturally grows. And compassion is one of the greatest signs of spiritual evolution. We are all different cultures, different beliefs, different backgrounds, different experiences, different political views, different ways of seeing life. But difference does not have to mean division. Let me give you an example. A forest survives because many forms of life coexist together. The earth itself is built upon diversity and interconnection. Humanity was never meant to become identical. Humanity was meant to learn how to remain unique while still recognizing our shared existence. We all laugh, we all cry, we all experience loss, we all seek meaning, we all want dignity, we definitely all want love, and last, I dare say, we all want peace. Every human heart understands suffering, and that alone should unite us. Think about it. Imagine what this world could become if enough people consciously chose understanding over ignorance, peace over war, forgiveness and reconciliation over conflict, restoration over neglect, justice over injustice and unfairness, mercy over revenge, equality over oppression, open-mindedness over prejudice, and love over hate. Imagine a world where children are taught emotional intelligence alongside academics, and where adults are taught metacognition and conscious processing. This alone will help them understand their moral compass, their inner conviction, and ethical reasoning. A world where leaders serve humanity instead of personal power. A world where compassion was seen as strength instead of weakness. A world where people listened to understand instead of listening only to react. A world where freedom existed not just for some people, but for all people, and where wellness was extended not only to humanity, but to animals, nature, oceans, forests, and all living creation. Could you truly imagine that? Let me say to you, this is not impossible, but it begins with the individual, you, me, and everyone around you. The future is not something that suddenly appears one day. The future is being created now through our present choices, attitudes, and actions. Keep in mind, every conversation matters. Every act of kindness matters. Every moment of honesty matters. Every decision to heal instead of harm matters. And even choosing not to spread hatred matters in any form. Sometimes people underestimate the power of one awakened human being. But let me remind you that history has always changed because individuals chose courage when fear was easier, and they chose compassion when cruelty was common. They also elected truth when deception was profitable. You have that same ability within you, not because you are perfect, but because you are conscious. And consciousness carries responsibility. Your moral maturity means understanding that freedom without accountability becomes destruction. It means recognizing that our choices affect others. It means realizing that being spiritually awake is not about pretending to be enlightened while ignoring suffering around us. True awakening expresses itself through action, integrity, humility, kindness, responsibility, and self-awareness. The greatest revolution humanity may ever experience is not technological, it is internal. That is called a revolution of consciousness, a moment where enough people stop asking, who should I blame, and begin asking, what kind of energy am I contributing to this world? Can you do that? Because energy spreads. We already know that fear and hatred spread, but so does peace, compassion, truth, and definitely love. All the things we want from our family, friends, neighbors, acquaintances, strangers, etc. And love is not weakness. Love is the courage to recognize yourself within another human being. Love is the ability to care beyond personal selfishness and to protect life instead of destroying it. Love is the wisdom to understand that we rise together or fall together. At the deepest spiritual level, every human being is connected through existence itself. We breathe the same air. We live beneath the same sky. We stand upon the same earth. And one day, every title, every status, symbol, every political argument, every division created by ego will fade away. But what will remain is the energy we gave to life while we were here. So start thinking to yourself, did we heal? Did we grow? Did we awaken? Did we love? Did we help others remember their humanity? Or better yet, am I doing all of that now so I will not have any regrets? Because in the end, the soul is not measured by how powerful you became, but by how deeply you learned to care while carrying the weight of being human. And maybe that is the real choice before humanity now, before you and me. Not whether we can survive technologically, but whether we can evolve morally, emotionally, and spiritually enough to deserve the future we are creating. So, I'm lovingly asking you to choose carefully, choose consciously, choose with awareness, because every thought, every action, every intention that is being created in the now is quietly helping shape tomorrow. And perhaps the greatest truth of all is this? The light we are searching for in the world has always been waiting to awaken within ourselves. You have the ability. You have the gift. You are the gift. So be present. Until next time, live in peace. The real meaning of peace. Give and receive genuine hugs with warmth and respect and love, as if all of life depends on it. It is the energy source of our existence. Goodbye.